Hello, this short video is an introduction to the International Board of Lactation Consultant Examiners process for exam preparation. The International Board of Lactation Consultant Examiners, or IBLCE, administer the exam worldwide. Their eligibility requirements to present for the exam are a health science background, clinical practice hours, and theory or education hours. In terms of the health science background, this means that you are either a midwife, a nurse, an allied health professional, or medical officer. In the event that you do not have a health science background, you will be required to complete health science subjects, which Facts of Life does not offer. Please contact the IBLCE office for more details about this requirement. The clinical practice hours. This requirement is 1,000 hours in the 5 years prior to sitting the exam, whereby you have worked with pregnant women, mothers, babies and families. If you are unsure about how to calculate these hours, I recommend commencing a log, where you record how much time you spend working with women and babies in relation to breastfeeding. Do this daily for 1 month. This will provide you with a general overview of your hours. Basically, in order to accrue 1,000 hours in 5 years, it comes down to approximately 5 hours a week if you work for 46 weeks a year. The theory or the education hours. This is a minimum requirement of 95 lactation-specific hours completed in the 5 years prior to sitting the exam. A little more about this shortly. All requirements are to be completed by the application deadline. Now, the education component. You need a minimum of 90 hours of lactation-specific education within the 5 years immediately prior to the exam. Included in this 90 hours is 2 hours of World Health Organization International Code of Marketing of Breast Milk Substitutes education. For Facts of Life participants, this can be found in EP01. In addition to the 90 hours, you are required to complete a minimum of 5 hours of education focusing on communication skills. For Facts of Life participants, this can be found in EP13. And more information about the pathways can be found under the IBCLC Commission on the IBLCE website. And again, all requirements are to be completed all minimum requirements are to be completed by the application deadline. There are 3 pathways by which you can sit the IBLCE exam. Pathway 1 is that you are a recognised health professional and recognised breastfeeding support counsellors. IBCLC candidates must practice as a recognised health professional or provide breastfeeding support through a recognised breastfeeding support counsellor organisation. And again, there's a requirement to complete 1,000 hours of clinical practice and also a minimum of 95 hours of lactation-specific education. Pathway 2 is an accredited lactation academic program. This is completion of a comprehensive accredited academic program in human lactation and breastfeeding, along with 300 hours of directly supervised lactation-specific clinical practice. This pathway is less common in Australia and more likely to be seen in the USA. And again, more information can be found on the IBLCE website. Pathway 3 involves mentorship with an IBCLC. This is where you've completed a structured, defined mentorship between an applicant and an IBCLC or group of IBCLCs, according to the specifications found in the Pathway 3 Plan Guide, which must be pre-approved and includes 500 hours of directly supervised lactation-specific clinical practice. All Pathway 3 plans must be verified through an application process, which includes a fee prior to earning clinical hours for this pathway. And again, for more information, you can go to the IBLCE website, www.iblce.org. The IBLCE exam is held twice a year. The exam dates vary, however, there's an exam in the first half of the year and another exam in the second half of the year. In the first half of the year, usually around March or April. In the second half of the year, usually September or October. You are required to have completed all eligibility requirements prior to the application. The exam application period will be available or open 4 to 5 months prior to the exam. Scholarships are available through the Monetary Investment of Lactation Consultant Certification, or MILC. The main criteria for selection is financial need, and priority is given to candidates who serve a population lacking access to the specialised services of an IBCLC. Please see the website for more information. So the take-home message here is to plan well ahead for your exam date, as the priority to ensure completion of the clinical practice hours and the education hours must be prior to the exam deadline. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me at info@factsoflife.com.au.